Smash that like button and subscribe right now.
This video features materials protected by the Fair Use Guidelines of Section 107 of the Copyright Act. All rights reserved to the copyright owners.
Is this thing on? Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us at the bar. Don't forget to take care of your server, even if that happens to be you. Let's head over to the table to see what Bob, Jason, and Brian are up to today.
All right, here we are back. It is Tuesday. We're doing the Tuesday show. If you were listening during the intro, the countdown to when it was starting, you might have overheard Bob complaining about how Marion eats her hamburger.
Okay, it's not. I'm not complaining.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, you totally were.
No, I'm just stating that she's doing it wrong.
Since when is there a certain way you eat a hamburger?
Because they call it a top bun for a reason. There's a bottom bun for a reason. You don't turn a hamburger upside down and eat it upside down.
Because Bob needs to be a top.
Yeah.
No.
Bob likes it on
It
top.
just needs to be eaten the right way.
Got to be the top.
You ever seen him put sesame seeds on the bottom of a burger? I don't think so.
But when you think about it, because you mentioned earlier, you said, well, you know, it messes up the flavor of
the flavor profile of the burger, yes.
But if you turn it upside down, it's just a different flavor profile.
Yes, exactly.
But that isn't the way that the burger is built.
But maybe you don't want the tomatoes at the first of the bite. You want it at the end of the bite. What if you're that kind
That's
of person?
fucked up.
No Bob way, no way.
If you're eating a burger upside down, you're going totally against whoever designed the burger and the way that they wanted it to be eaten.
Okay.
I have no specific ways that I want to be eaten, but if I want to be eaten, I want to be eaten. There's no direction. Just fucking do it.
That'd be like biting the center of a chili dog.
Yeah. Bite me, Bob.
Chili dog. So Bob, so what if you're, let's say for example, you're with a lovely lady and you decide to pay her a visit and she says, I don't like it that way, Bob, I want it this way. But naturally it was intended to be this way and you kind of know that, but she wants to like flip over and throw a leg over something and then she wants it done that way. Are you going to complain about that?
Maybe.
Well, you think you would stop and complain about that?
It's like, I heard the other day that reverse cowgirl was illegal in Alabama because you don't turn your back on family.
That's pretty good.
You done?
Not really.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, I know you were done.
Okay, so Paul, we're talking about burgers.
What is she doing?
No, I'm waiting for him to talk about burgers.
Oh, okay. You moved your hand over there. I thought you were like trying to share.
Oh, no, I was just getting it out of the way.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay, so on Saturday we were talking about chili, and it's chili season.
Mhm.
And I think we got interrupted when we were talking about, do you like beans in your chili or not?
Yes.
You do.
I'm pretty sure Brian loves beans in his chili.
What about you, Mary?
Why do you make that sound so dirty? I like beans in my chili.
It doesn't bother me one way or the other.
Honestly, it doesn't bother me either, but like it's got to be like good chili. Like for example,
I'm not the taste.
Well, people enjoy Wolf Brand. I cannot stand Wolf Brand.
Okay.
That's not a chili.
I agree. That's
I haven't found a single chili in a can that was palatable. The only thing you use that shit for is put Schwab's don't do their chili in a can.
Well, still, it's a brick.
Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. But canned chili like Wolf Brand or
it makes me throw up.
What's the other one? The
hot dog chili.
Hormel.
Hormel.
Oh, Hormel.
Oh, you'll
disgusting.
Okay, so hang on. That's actually not disgusting. I will say this. If you take Hormel without the beans, a friend of mine gave me this recipe and she's absolutely right. So like in the bottom of a thing, you smash down cream cheese, pour Hormel chili without beans on top, sprinkle the top with
chili or cheese,
shredded cheese.
Yep.
Fucking bake it, dear God.
Some good
shit.
Okay,
with a Frito chili, or a Frito scoop.
But at that point in time, you've basically changed everything about it.
No. How?
Well, no. Well, he's talking about the actual origination of chili, like not just eating chili by itself.
Oh, I'm just sorry. I just went down a whole. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Whole new
I went down
rabbit hole
a
there.
whole other route because I'm like, I love it.
So if you mix it with something, it tastes a little better. Hormel is gross. Wolf Brand's gross. Schwab, I could eat that by the spoonful.
Oh,
Okay.
Schwab is
Okay.
fantastic
Okay,
on it.
so I was actually at Schwab's on Friday.
There's an actual Schwab's?
Have you met
Yeah.
Bob? Bob's, yeah, fuck yeah.
There's an actual store. Or are you talking about
Yeah.
the
He
He
factory?
probably sucked
I went-
dick at somebody at Schwab.
I went to the factory store
Oh, what'd you go there for?
because Sam's keeps running out of my hot links.
Oh, so you can actually go to the store and
So I
get
went to
them.
the store and tell them
He
I
went
wanted.
to lodge a Karen complaint.
Yeah. No, I just went to the store and I get a case
Bob
of
goes
hot
to the
links.
source.
He does.
And
Yes.
and they actually had 5-pound bricks of their chili that you can't even buy in stores.
Oh, 5
And-
pounds.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I bought a 5-pound brick of chili and I've been eating on that for the last few days.
Nice.
And that has been awesome.
I bet it hasn't been very awesome around here after you've been eating on that chili.
It's been fine.
I don't believe that
Yeah.
one bit. I know you.
It's been fine, Brian.
I was wondering when the
Yeah,
dog's
Brian,
acting
I'll
all
say
weird.
No, it's probably a little grazier than the chili that I make homemade.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it's a lot greasier than the chili I make homemade.
Oh, I guarantee
Oh, it's
you
very
a lot
greasy.
great- Yes.
Yeah. But that's what
Um,
makes its flavor too, though.
Because about the time the urge hits, I got to go.
Yeah. Well, we know about your going.
So,
Yeah, I'm very aware of that.
I mean, I think that
I don't know about the going, but the releasing, absolutely.
the chili has a, I think it's turned my entire intestinal tract into a slip and slide.
I think it probably has.
So,
Do you break out a Bob shit box?
no.
Some there's little New Orleans babies shooting out his ass.
Well,
It's the king cake.
the king cake. Well, you know, every once in a while, well, not every once in a while, but when
That's all I
when
see now. These little fucking plastic babies shooting out his ass.
you know, you're thinking, okay, the urge hits, and you're like, okay, I'm going to have to go in a bit. And then a little bit later, you get that second twinge. And after you've eaten a big bowl of Schwab's chili, you don't take that first as just a suggestion. It's like, yeah, we're going now.
Yeah.
We're not holding up on this one.
You know,
But are there specific stores? Have you ever had a specific store that you knew you had to add an extra few minutes to your trip because if you walked in the store you had to go to the bathroom?
Well, hello, Walmart.
yeah.
Okay, for me it's 2 stores. I've got Lowe's and I've got Best Buy. I can pretty much guarantee you if I've got to walk into Best Buy that the first thing I'm doing is taking a left-hand turn heading for the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Well, because you're getting old, Bob. And when we get old, we start marking where the bathrooms are. And we know that it's just something about us. If that urge hits, we know exactly where the bathroom we plan it out.
I refuse to believe
But
we're
now-
this old.
But see, Walmart
I
doesn't do
knew
that for
us
me.
all back in the day.
I can go to Walmart and 10 out of 10 times I will not need to go to the bathroom while I was there.
We were in our
I very
young
rarely ever
20s.
go.
I cannot fathom that we were this old.
Yeah.
They were what, like 24?
Yeah. Back
Yeah.
when we were 24, 25, we thought people our age were really old.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
it's funny
was
to hear someone-
25 and felt I was like,
Yeah.
we were that young. That's how
Yeah, I know.
oh,
Yeah, I know.
can't do it.
Exactly.
Can't do it. It's crazy.
You know, you're talking about the other day,
The other day, Letterkenny.
I kind of had a Bob experience the other day. Okay, you know when Bob goes on he doesn't eat for like several months, and then he'll do all that, and then when he finally eats, it is like a slip and slide. Well, I went for like, I don't know, it was about a week, and all I really ate was, I ate very small. I ate just like a lot of ramen noodle, drank a lot of water, and I was dropping weight and stuff. Well, finally I sat down to actually have an actual meal. It wasn't 5 minutes after the meal, boom, I had to run to the bathroom. It just went like that.
Yep.
It was like, oh crap! Now I know kind of what Bob feels like.
Gave you castor oil?
Yeah,
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
yeah. Bob is a beast when he hasn't eaten for a long time, and then
Yeah,
he
well,
eats.
all Bob needs to decide is, I want to lose some weight. Oh, bam! I went 10 pounds. It takes me 6 months to lose 10 pounds.
Women tend to, they say, have the harder time doing it. I guess they kind of hang on to stuff.
I've had a difficult fucking time. I've been losing weight for like 2 years. Ultimate goal, I lost 60 pounds. I put on 15 during quarantine, and so now I'm back to fighting getting it off.
Yeah,
God.
I'm just
I only
too
lost
lazy.
8 pounds of it. So
I've realized that it was weird. I don't know what the deal was, but after my second shot for the COVID I got,
Yeah.
it was like, what?
After I got my second shot for the vaccine,
Yeah. I didn't want to eat.
Oh.
No, mine was I wasn't hungry. I mean, I got sick and stuff, but I didn't want to eat. And then I'm like, you know what? I've gone this far. Let me see if I can somewhat train myself to know when I really want to eat or do I really need to eat. And I've actually been able to do that, strangely enough, out of my entire life, my 48 years. I can actually do that now. It's kind of crazy. Except last night, I apparently didn't give a fuck. I ate like 4 hot dogs. Yeah. My 10-year-old daughter's birthday was last night, and we had so many kids. I embarrassed the shit out of my daughter. It was so much fun.
Oh yeah.
They buy these coins for their game of Roblox, and it's called Robux. And she's got all her friends around her. She's holding a Robux card. Look, Dad, look what I got. And I said, all right.
Sears and Robux card?
Yeah. She goes, look, Dad, look what I got. And I go, you got some Bobucks. Because it's called Robux. And she stopped. She looked at me and she goes, Dad. I go, what? You got some Bobucks. And everyone around just started laughing. And she got so embarrassed. She got so mad at me.
So now then all of her friends think that she's got the retard dad.
But here's the top part of it was she kept trying to do something. I go, if you don't quit. Oh, she was trying to hit me. And I said, if you don't quit, Daddy's going to start dancing. And she's like, whatever. And so I started kind of doing this twitch. Dad, stop. And then all of a sudden her friends gathered around her. They're like, go, dance. And I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And she was so pissed at me.
You did the white guy groove?
Oh, yeah. I was
The one man, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Wicka, whack. She was so pissed.
Oh, I imagine.
But it was a great birthday. And this one guy showed up to pick up his daughter, and he looks at me and he goes, holy shit. And I go, what? And he goes, dude, when I came here, wasn't this many kids. Where do all these kids come from? I said, I don't know, man. After you left, they just started piling in. One lady brought her kid like 30 minutes before it was even over and dropped her off. And then she left. She goes, well, I just live right around the corner. I'll be right back. She dropped her off, and her daughter played for like, everybody was supposed to leave at 9. They didn't leave until almost 9:30 or 9:45.
You gave all those parents a free pass on
I know
Friday
that.
night.
I almost wanted to. I almost want to go there and turn the damn hot air balloon thing. I mean the jumpy house off because as long as the kids were jumping, the parents were hanging.
Okay, were you standing out in the front yard to see how many tires were screeching and how many taillights were just flying out the other way in the distance?
Hang on a minute. We're going to turn this back over to us. Marion's in the middle of a mess.
So.
Nick, don't do that to her right here.
So yeah, you've got a whole house full of like 25 kids running around.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay, so I was thinking about that. If you guys as parents would get together and everybody would take one for the team every 4 or 5 months, y'all could have damn near every Friday night free.
Yeah, you could. But it was only supposed to be for a couple hours. But some parents let it run to almost 3 hours.
Okay, so did you get any of the kids who were like, they're allergic to this or they've got,
no, we didn't know. We had one lady show up and she said, if my son should go into your house, please make him put on his mask. And she told him, hey, you have to wear your mask if you go inside the house to use the restroom. Out here, I don't care, but please wear your. I said, we'll take care of it.
Oh, okay. So
I
it was
have
an outdoor
no
party.
idea if the kid ever wore it when he went in. I don't know.
So it was an outdoor party?
Yeah, it was an outdoor
okay.
party. Yeah, it was outdoors.
It doesn't matter. That was the mom's request.
No.
I totally respect it. Yeah, I told her. I said, got it, no big deal.
No, I didn't know if it was an outdoor party or an indoor party. I didn't know what kind of party it was.
But everybody had a great time. There was one part where our neighbor had one of those confetti cannons that that goes off and it shoots, and kind
of like for the reveal
kind of like
parties.
A teenage boy.
Yeah. So we made it to where it would go off when my daughter stepped up because we made it where she won the dance. And the minute she stepped up, the neighbor stepped across and shot it. And when she did, it blew in her face and my daughter just froze and she got real quiet. And we thought she was just being over dramatic. No, it scared the shit out of her. She turned around and her eyes were just whelping with tears. And we were on her, baby, all right? And she's like all shaking. She scared the shit out of her. And our neighbor's like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I said, yeah, how dare you do that to my child?
Oh, damn it.
She goes, Brian, you suck.
Yeah, that might have made me think you suck too.
Yeah,
That's
but no,
awesome.
that really upset her. But it was a good birthday party. I enjoyed
Well,
it.
you don't want to upset a child.
Okay,
Something
I did not mention to you guys the other day. I finally got my bedroom back.
Yeah.
So for the last
I've
few
got
weeks,
his groove back.
For the last few weeks, my bedroom has been in my living room because everything's been painted and new flooring and stuff.
Yeah.
And so my life has been this life-size slide puzzle where I've moved everything out of one room, painting it, moving everything back, and moving all this. And so like I said, I've been living out of my living room. And it was kind of neat because I never had an efficiency apartment as a young person. And so it was kind of cool because I'd wake up I'm in the bedroom / living room and the kitchen's right there.
Yeah.
Didn't really have a problem. I mean,
see, now you can downsize. You know, you can do it. You
no,
get your
I got
tiny
weight.
house.
I
You
got
can
weight.
get your own show, Bob's Tiny House.
Yeah, can you see me having a tiny house? I need to have like a porthole at one end so my feet would hang out.
I could totally see you in a tiny house. I'm just saying, I would love to see you in a tiny house. That would be a really fun,
Bob
show.
in a tiny house. That would be an interesting show.
Okay, so while I'm living in the bedroom, several weeks ago, I was planning a trip. And so I already had my bags packed. I had my suitcase filled up, ready to go. And my pup got sick.
I'm leaving on a jet plane.
No, it was a road trip. I was going in the car. But I had the suitcase packed and ready to go, and my pup got sick. And so I had to cancel the trip and take care of her.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that I was going to be able to reschedule in a couple of weeks. So I figured, screw it. I've got enough clothes that I don't need all the stuff that I packed in my suitcase. I could just work out of my closet. And then whenever I had to move the bedroom into the living room, I thought, well, shit, I've got enough clothes in the suitcase. I'll just move the suitcase out there. That way I've got my clothes and everything. Well, my other pup decides that she's going to use that as her bed.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, and I'm leaving the house. I've gone 2 or 3 hours. I come in and she's camped out in my suitcase. And I'm like, okay, whatever. She's getting old. She's, just turned 14. Well, whenever I finally got when I finally got everything ready to move back into my actual bedroom, I was going through the suitcase because I was going to take the clothes out of it finally because I haven't been able to reschedule that trip. She shit in my suitcase. And I don't know why.
Yeah, you do.
She thought you were leaving.
Yep.
She wanted to give you something.
Yeah.
You remember her,
You
Bob.
knew why she did it.
Leave
Come
me a
on.
present on it. But no.
Daddy loves this.
But
He's always picking it up.
She was using my suitcase as her dog bed.
Yeah.
But then she shit in the corner.
Hey, that reminds me, not this last Friday, but the Friday before, we were doing
I
the
never
show.
shit in the corner.
No. We were at the end of it. We never explained that this last Friday. We were sitting there and we had Chris on from Canada, and we were sitting there talking, carrying on, and all of a sudden I'm like, and I look over and the dog is right here beside me, has dropped a huge shit. And I was kind of impressed with the
now, wait a
shit
minute,
because it
hold
was
on.
almost bigger than the damn dog.
The dog is a Chihuahua.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about a very small dog.
Yeah.
With a very large bowel movement.
Yes, huge piece of shit. And she's eating it.
Okay.
Huge piece of shit.
Yeah.
So at that point in time, I'm thinking, maybe I need to switch over to soft food.
Yeah. So we end up killing the show as Bob's chasing her, telling her to go away from the shit. So she runs in the other room, turns downstairs, and that big old tongue licking around. Well, Bob walks back over to the other side. She runs back in here and starts chewing on it again. And I'm like, oh, it's just fucking nasty.
God damn it.
Okay, but
So
dogs
gross.
are supposed to have these extremely sensitive noses, and your nose is tied to your taste of your sense of taste.
Yes.
So what is it about a turd that is appealing?
I don't know. What is it?
And then
It's weird. Well, why did we both look at Marion when we asked that?
I know. I'm
and
like,
then-
suddenly I felt pressed for an answer. I'm like, what are we?
What is that deal?
No,
What is up with that?
But
Yeah.
okay, but then you give them certain kinds of dog foods, and they look at you funny. It's like, come on, you're telling me that tastes worse than a turd?
It's just gross. Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine anything that tastes worse than a turd?
No.
No. Well, thank you. I can't either.
And whenever I was a teenager messing with cattle a lot, there was a time or two that I know exactly what cow shit tastes like. Just from
I have a convertible and have driven behind enough cattle truck. I assure you, I know what it fucking tastes like.
so
A convertible behind a cow truck. Did you ever have a Back to the Future moment?
Yeah, several actually. Try driving down I-40 near the fucking stockyards. You don't even have to have that bullshit going on. But Jesus Christ!
well, they moved that down to close to El Reno now, right?
No,
No, I think it's still going on
it's
there.
Still at fucking stockyards.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I drive by there often. It's like, God damn it! I still feel that fucking cow shit.
Once you smell that stockyard smell, you never forget it.
No, you don't. Why do you think I just brought it up?
Why are you so fidgety over there?
Because my earrings are not sitting in my ears
You
right.
messed with your hair. You're pulling on your earring.
But because ever since I put them on, I pulled my hair down. My earrings have been pulling. It's like somebody's trying to yank out
yeah,
my.
I see. I understand.
I'm-
Well,
I'm
would you
set
like to
now.
take a minute,
I'm
take
set.
your earrings out?
I'm set now. I'm
Okay,
set.
you're set. You're good.
Hey, I didn't call you out when you jacked off a few minutes ago. Why would you call me out now?
Hey, that's my private.
Swallow some more, Bob. Swallow some more. Are we done?
But
Are you
Call
mental?
me out? Yeah.
at least he eats a burger the right way.
Yeah, see?
There's no wrong way to eat a
Bob's
burger.
still mad about that damn
I
burger.
know. I can tell, but I'm going to tell you.
You know what? You know what you should do? Anytime that you go anywhere to eat with Bob, let's say it's like a buffet, always go backwards when you eat and watch him lose his damn mind.
What do you
Build
mean
your
go
hamburgers.
backwards when you eat?
I don't know. I mean, I think usually you're
Look,
supposed to
he's
start a
concerned-
certain
he's
way.
Concerned. He's concerned.
Exactly.
He needs to
What are
know
you talking about? You
mean.
do not go
you-
backwards.
What do you mean?
You got to put mayonnaise on a chili dog?
You know what, dude? From now on,
You know
if
what?
I'm with
I
you,
am
I am
now.
going to.
I am now.
No, you won't.
You know what? We're going to have a cookout. We're going to have a cookout in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to put mayonnaise on a fucking hot dog.
I think what we
You
should
wouldn't
do is
it.
the next
You-
time,
you're as
Watch
much
me.
you're much of a purist as I am.
Watch me.
if we have a
what goes
cookout,
on?
I think we need to take our hamburgers and we get them and just build them upside down.
All right.
And then just eat
Oh,
them
you're
right in
right.
front
That's
of them.
all it would take.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
that's all it
doesn't
would take.
require
Yeah,
some crazy
yeah. Why don't
shit.
you just throw away the tops? Only use bottom buns. Like that way, there's no possible way to eat it the right way.
I knew you loved the bottom.
See,
Okay,
Bob.
Marion. What,
Nope.
That's not how you
already
give a
said it all.
blowjob. Let me show you how to do
I
this.
already said it all. I want the bottom. You know,
hot dog. What does it take?
not the bottom.
We-
It's got to be a
we-
beef frank. It's got to be mustard. It's got to be chili. It's got to be cheese.
I never
And
had like the
onions.
whole ketchup on
onions.
hot dog.
and that's it.
Oh no, I didn't say ketchup.
I know, but like a lot of
said
people I know
mustard.
like ketchup.
Oh, fuck those people. You know what those fucking people are? They don't deserve a bun. They don't even deserve a dog. Just give them a goddamn spoonful
Well, you need
of
to tell my
fucking
wife that
ketchup.
thing because she likes ketchup.
Oh. Oh, Annie. Annie, God.
She likes the ketchup.
Damn
I
it.
think she puts mayonnaise on hers too. Sometimes.
I
No,
bet she
no,
puts out now.
It's just
See, there
ketchup.
you go,
It's
Annie,
just
and you
ketchup.
maybe call you out as a
Girl.
slut because I can't have it. Can't have it.
Girl, put mayonnaise on a hot dog. Will eat anything.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Can't have it.
Okay.
And she does it. I'd call her out there too.
Why you being a dickhead for?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of food, speaking of stupidity,
Okay.
there's a song called Fancy Like.
Yes.
Have you
You
heard
heard
it?
that stupid ass
not.
song?
Walker Hayes, I
It's
think, is
Walker
the guy
Hayes, yeah.
that wrote it. And it is the most
Well,
fuck.
why don't you bring up the lyrics and we'll bring that up there so people could see it?
Yeah, I can bring up the lyrics. I
Why
ain't
are
gonna-
you people hearing this shit? Why
I
aren't you
don't know. It's
why
just
aren't y'all going out
embarrassing.
there hearing like fucking music that is inspirational? So Nick and I have been out there looking, and we have actually found some pretty fucking cool covers. Actually, we have a playlist of nothing but cover songs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, we call it Goosebumps because it's fucking good.
Got any of the bands or?
Well, Disturbed, Sounds of Silence,
yeah.
all fucking day.
Yeah, that was good the first 10 times I heard it.
Oh no, it's still good the first
it
30,000
just got old so quick.
times.
They
That's
blown
one.
that out.
That's one, but that's not the only one.
Yeah.
I just named that one as being the most recognized.
Well, just me versus
probably.
Gimme. Of course, they ain't brought out an album in a long
Oh,
time.
honey,
I
be
miss
first-
them.
Okay, so Core 4, the day that we go down there and we were brewing and we were doing Marty, he is the brewer that was down
Yeah.
there that
Yeah.
all about me first thing Gimme
I
Gimmes. He
know,
was
I
running. I went,
wish.
oh, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, is that my first thing Gimme Gimmes? I'm like, yes.
I check on them every once in a while. They haven't had anything new lately. Is there any way you can zoom in on that? I don't think there is there?
I could probably make it bigger. I don't want to. but
Okay,
I
well, let's,
can.
I'll just go ahead and read some of the lyrics out then. Let's see what we got
There
here.
you go.
There we go. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay.
All right.
Okay, Bob, let's read these out.
Okay. My girl is banging. She's so low maintenance. Don't need no champagne popping entertainment. Take her to Wendy's. Can't keep her off me. She want to dip me like them fries in her Frosty.
That's Wendy's.
That's a country
Okay.
song, but it's so stupid.
But every now and then when I get paid, I got to spoil my baby with an upgrade. Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake. Got some whipped cream on that top too. 2 straws, 1 check. Girl, I got you.
Shut up.
And people love this.
Bougie like Natty in the styrofoam. Squeaking in the truck bed all the way home. Now, is there nothing more stupid than drinking the cheapest beer known to man in a styrofoam cup?
And everybody's happy about it.
And it's squeaking. Have you ever heard styrofoam squeak when somebody's drinking out of it? That is the most annoying sound on the planet.
Yeah, I know. But the main gist of it, it's like I'm white trash, and I love it, I'm very proud of it.
Celebrating my nothingness.
Yes, I don't understand it. And people love this song; they are going nuts over it. And then now the women feel more trashy. Baby, take me to Wendy's. So there you go, Nick. You're good to go. You just take her to Wendy's. She is still fucking with those earrings.
I am, because it keeps fucking coming out. You know why? Because in songs like this are just not encouraging me to keep them in.
Country kisses on my lips.
Absolutely.
Without skull in them.
Your kiss, your cunts on my lips. I'm sorry, country. I'm sorry.
Right there. Country kisses on my lips without skull in them. That's romantic.
For fuck's sake.
There's women out there. I like kiss my man with some skull.
I'm going to spit my dip out before I make out with you.
Yeah. There ain't nothing like getting gone down on while he's got a good thing of skull in his mouth. I get off so damn hard. Said, bitch, you better take me to Wendy's. Mama just got off. It's ridiculous.
I want to dip my fries in a
and
frosty.
Who did Mama get off with? I ain't having it. Mm-mm.
I know. What's another one on there? Okay, it's kind of looks like the same thing over and over.
I don't know.
Boxed wine and up do goes down, and her updo goes down.
I'm feeling a need for I feel like women need to have a song right now.
I wish we could have a song, but YouTube won't let us.
Play a song for women right now. I'm not having it.
Yeah.
I know YouTube won't let you have it, but you're gonna have to find a song that is empowering. Nick, what's a song? Play something that's badass for women. We need to have it.
Like Alanis?
No, that's like angry women. I don't want angry women. I mean, we need Pink. Empowering. And Pink is badass. Katy Perry is badass.
Oh, what's that one rapper's name that sings that song WAP? Yeah, there you go. What? She's a powering woman. That's a powerful artist. What is her name?
Cunt. That's her fucking name. Not gonna play the we were listening to Indigo Girls when we got here.
Oh, Indigo Girls. Yeah, I remember
Indigo, got to play Indigo Girls.
But you still don't like WAP?
No.
But
never did.
Whack ass politics.
Yeah, sure, that's what it stood for.
Yeah, she's not very bright.
Yeah, no.
And people love her.
No. Okay. They love
WAP is a song by Cardi B.
Cardi B, that's Marion's favorite girl. That's who she looks for her power.
Doesn't matter. It's all disgusting bullshit.
Yeah.
I want women to be brought up because they're brought up. So, as a matter of fact, today, that's where I was this afternoon. I was at the Women's Oklahoma Craft Beer Society because women love craft beer too. Doesn't have to necessarily be a man's club.
Do they all have their shirts off?
Well, it was good that Nick got you into craft beer.
Sorry, I had to throw that in.
What?
I said it was good that Nick got you into craft beer and let you.
It was very awesome that Nick taught you how to do that, and he got all the stuff together and helped you become that.
Why don't you respond, Nick?
Hey, Nick, you want to say something?
Here. There's a microphone right fucking here. Why don't you get up and respond? Get up and respond to that. Say something. Respond.
Obviously, they're picking on you because they know that.
I know. Respond.
He's okay. He's okay. He's okay.
And
He's okay.
Marion's the one that actually thought that this would be a good hobby for them to do, and she got the initial brew kit together.
And he saved you.
And then,
so Nick sat down and figured it all out, and then Marion came in. I'm just joking. We love you, man. You know we're messing with you.
Yeah, Nick.
Come fix this fucking weird story. No. Fix it.
Hey, all right, Nick, have a seat. Marion, scoot over a little bit. Let Nick sit down.
Scoot over.
All right, okay, Nick.
Fucking speak.
All right, Nick, tell us how you did all this.
Yes, tell us how you did all this, Nick.
This is awesome.
My goodness.
He's like, I'm in so much trouble. I didn't do a damn thing.
I'm just gonna.
You may speak.
I'm just going to put up the relationship counseling hotline right now.
Relationship counseling. Obviously, it was her that got us all into it.
So what was it? 9 years?
you.
9 years ago.
Yeah, about 9 years.
And y'all got started with a small brew kit. Was it like
Not y'all.
you?
Bass
Okay.
Pro Shop.
Was it the Mr. Beer kit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
She
Tell
came-
it.
Okay.
Why is he telling it if you're the one that started it?
Because she wants him to
To acknowledge. Oh, here. Okay, we're at that stage.
Her importance and
Because this is the sadness of being a female in any goddamn part of anything. Because women have to have fucking justification from somebody else to prove that it did come, in fact, from us.
We all know that beer that sold like crazy was from you. Everybody knows that.
No, not
Yeah.
everybody.
Well, everybody does now.
You want to know a little bit of irony? Or irony?
What's that?
well, it was nice of
Oh, no, I don't want to say that publicly. Go ahead, Nick.
it was nice of Nick to let you make that beer.
Wasn't it precious?
Yeah.
Say it. Speak.
Nick, we are so sorry. You're in like so much trouble and you didn't do a damn thing.
no. Thanks, guys.
Enjoy that.
We love you, Nick.
Enjoy that package of hot links I got for you.
Talk.
What do you want me to say? Oh, I just
Okay.
I just explained. that
Okay,
we
so you wanted to the whole story of bringing up
So you
beer. You wanted to be in beer.
So you-
Marion thought about it.
You guys started out in your garage,
Yes.
and
No,
Marion
actually, we started in the kitchen.
got a Mr. Beer kit,
Yeah.
and
A
so y'all-
Mr. Beer kit.
Yeah, it's called
Okay.
Mr. Beer, and they still sell them. It's one of the best.
It's a great little starter kit for people who want to get into the hobby but don't know
Yeah.
much about it. So it's not expensive, and
That's neat.
You can buy a whole setup for like $50.
yeah,
Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's how you got started. Was right there then. Okay, cool. That's neat to know.
We went into, okay, obviously Nick's not going to say shit. You're done. Get out of here. So we go into Bass Pro, and Nick goes to look at fishing equipment, and I'm like, I like to fish too, but I'm not interested in spending an hour looking at fishing equipment. So I walked on, did my own thing, and I found a Mr. Beer kit, and I went, oh, found what I'm doing tonight. And I grabbed it and went home.
And then it went from there.
Okay.
It went from there. I brewed it by myself. I did all this.
Now-
I was like,
Have you started drinking beer other than Bud Light at this point in your life?
no.
Okay, because see, whenever I met you,
Yep.
96, the only thing that you would drink is Bud Dry.
Yep.
It didn't matter if you were already 12 beers in, what time of the night it was, or what was left in the cooler. If it wasn't Bud Dry, you weren't drinking it.
Absolutely.
Then they quit making Bud Dry, and I think
lost your mind.
I think you switched to Bud Ice for a while.
I was looking for the next beer, but I
Right.
did try Bud Ice, and I was still looking, and that's when I landed on Michelob Ultra.
Okay, but
So Bud Ice was
Oh, that's
in the
how you got to
lineup.
Michelob Ultra. Okay,
Yes,
that makes sense.
I was looking for another beer that
Yep.
substituted for that, and obviously it was all shit.
but you were always a Killian's Irish Red fan too, right?
I loved Killian's Irish Red. Actually, I'm still an Irish Red fan to this day. Which, by the way, the brewery that I hang out at, where my coffee cream ale was on sale until we blew the keg today.
Congratulations.
Thank you. They actually have a wonderful Irish Red on there. It's called Resurrection. That's actually my go-to. Anytime I go to that brewery, and if my beer's not on tap, that's what I drink. It's a Resurrection. It's an Irish Red. Fucking love it all day.
Okay.
It's like a 5.2 ABV.
Okay, and you guys have got like they put up what they call a bitterness scale.
Yes.
Okay, explain that because I've never seen that in any traditional beer drinking.
Okay, so there are several different types of styles of beers, and they all fall within a certain scale of certain things they have to be. So, like my cream ale, it can only be technically within a certain ABV scale. It can't really pass.
And that's
a
alcohol by
5.8.
volume, right?
Alcohol by volume. It can't pass what, a 5.8 cream ale, 5.6.
And there's Marion asking.
So,
Nick.
Asking a man for the
I'm just
answer.
making sure. Well, he actually is a certified beer judge. So, I mean, anyway, so there are certain beers that fall into certain scales.
Yeah.
And you've got to find where that beer falls. You got to find out the IBUs. The IBUs is an international bitterness unit. And as you fall into like an IPA, like an India Pale Ale, which is an interesting story, you got to find out where it falls, whether you like it or not. Like 64 and plus is, well, an IPA. like 64. Anything beyond that, like 30 to 60, is a pale ale. I had to look to him, absolutely. And there's nothing wrong to looking to somebody, male or female, that knows a little bit
No,
more than
I
you.
honestly,
We're just giving you.
we're
grief.
giving you
It's
shit. But
fun.
you know what this honestly is, and I think Bob will agree. You two are actually a team.
We are a team.
You are a team. Like Nick's got like certain areas covered. You've got certain areas covered. Y'all both come up with ideas. You work together. You brew. We just like giving you shit because that was fun.
Well, I just got to say, though, all fucking day long, don't always look to the male like they're the ones who know what the fuck is going on. We got to tell you that coffee cream ale, nobody thought that was going to work but me. Nick shot it down. Jake shot it down.
Yeah.
And it turned out, honestly, to be our most complimented beer that we've ever brewed. Hello, Nick. Is that true? Don't nod. Nobody can fucking hear you nod. Say it, bitch.
That is true. You talked over it.
No, nobody talked over it. I called you out because you weren't
She talked
speaking.
over it.
So if you're not familiar with beers, this is a chart that I found a few years ago.
You might zoom in on that a little bit, Bob.
I'm actually very familiar with beers. I'm prepared to call your bullshit on it, but go ahead.
There you go.
But there's all of these different types of styles that flow between the ales, the lagers.
That's all there are.
The port.
Hey, that's all there are. There's only two different types of beer, ales and lagers.
Right, but everything else is a subtype of those two, where you got your porters, your stouts, your...
Absolutely, but half the time we always make fun whenever we see like signs of ales and stouts. It's all the same fucking thing. All it is a different way it's fermented. So ales and stouts, it's the same thing. So why would you advertise that? So it's ales and lagers. That's it.
Well, it was like the Chinese place that I went by to one time that said, we are one of the top 14 buffets in the state.
No, it's not.
Well, it is because, at that point in time, they're number 14. Because if they're advertising themselves as being the top 14 in the state.
Bob, that's not how it works with beer at all. Not at all. There's only two types of ways to brew beer, ales or lagers. That's it.
But see, here's where I hang out. I hang out in the stout and porter range, right over here.
Which is an ale.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
But
I don't know what I really like.
But see, I prefer ales over lagers.
Most people do. Well, unless you're like a Corona or a Modelo or, those. But that's what we're drinking right now, actually, are Mexican lagers.
Yeah.
But yes, you would be a stout fan. That's an ale.
Yeah.
One of the favorite beers that I've ever had, and I haven't went back lately and went a long time to go see if I still like it. Over in 50 Penn Place, there was the Bricktown Brewery, or there was a brewery down there.
Belle Isle Brewery.
Belle Isle Brewery.
Belle Isle Brewery.
They used to have a blonde in there that I loved.
She's probably got a different job by now.
Yeah, she probably does. No, but I would sit there and drink that blonde, and I loved it. And I thought, it's been like, God, I was back in my KJ days, and that was back in the early 90s.
Oh my God, that was before even I met you.
Yeah.
And I've known you since 96.
Yeah, and so I went there, and that was it. And I loved that beer; it was so good. And I went, I might have to go this weekend or sometime go there and see if it still tastes the same. Are they even still there?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
The Belle Isle Brewery is still there. The last time that we went there, I have to admit, the beer was shit.
Was it?
But
Yeah.
is the beer shit or is the beer the same? You just have expanded your horizons.
That's actually a fair question. That's actually really a fair question. It is shit to us now. I don't know that we would necessarily still agree with our assessment 20 years ago.
Right. It's like going to culinary school and coming out going, hey, let's hit the McDonald's drive-thru.
Exactly.
It might not be the same experience that you remember from your youth.
Exactly.
Do
And
either one of you like IPAs?
I love IPAs.
Man, everyone that I've tried, they were nasty. Just wasn't a big fan of them.
Let me tell you something. I was not a big fan of IPAs either. I kept trying them though because everyone's like, "Oh, IPAs." And I'm like, every time I tried them, they were just shit.
You think
I couldn't
sometimes
stand
people
them.
just say stuff like that because it's the cool thing to do?
Maybe sometimes
They're choking them down. They hate them.
Maybe sometimes.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, I kept pushing through, and then I found a gateway IPA, and then bam, I was all in for IPAs, and I still love them to this day.
And all of them, or just certain ones?
I will say this: it is an acquired taste.
So basically, once you find one you like, then you can tolerate the rest.
No, actually, because the one that was my gateway that put me in, I won't fucking drink today. I'm like, oh goddamn, that shit.
I tell you one thing that's been bothering me a lot is because, I'm a type 2 diabetic. Well, I mostly drink rum because 0 carbs helps out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still like beer every once in a while. But I always feel like shit. I know it screws with me. So I started trying seltzers for the hell of it.
White Claw.
I had a White Claw last night for the first time, and I actually enjoyed it.
They're good.
Because it was very, very light. It wasn't strong. It wasn't too fizzy. It was just mellow. And I was like, okay, I kind of like that. And I've tried the Trulies. Those are pretty good. Hate the Sonics. They're terrible. And the Michelob I thought I was going to like because it's supposed to be all natural.
I have
fruit.
to agree.
Yes.
The fucking Coops, the Sonics
Terrible.
are terrible.
Yeah.
They are.
And then I got some of the Michelob ones, and that was terrible. I did not like them at all.
So,
Bought
okay.
a damn 30 pack of those like a dumbass.
So I'm not a big seltzer fan. Well, let me take that back. It's not that I'm not a seltzer fan. I'm just not looking for seltzer.
Right.
But if I were, what we
Zima.
have discovered here in Norman, a couple of miles away there at Campus Corner called Cross Cannons Brewery, friends of Nick and I, they have a great beer lineup. They're veteran brewed, they're veteran owned. I mean, they have all these veteran beers. I love them. And they came out with a watermelon seltzer. Fucking delicious.
Really
That
good,
sounds
huh?
really good.
It was not artificially sweet. And that's the problem. Sometimes you can taste the artificial sweetness. It's like,
Yeah.
God damn, but it was not artificially sweet. And it wasn't too sweet. It was perfect. It really was. So if you go to Campus Corner, hit Cross Cannons Brewery.
Cross Cannons Brewery.
Cross
Okay,
Cannons
cool.
Brewery, badass. He is a vet. That's what they brew. They honor veterans.
Mhm.
Great shit. They're good people. They've got food
Yeah.
at the brewery.
My
Go
thing
all
is
day.
too, why is it, what's that noise?
The dog.
She having a fit?
She's
No.
humping the cat.
Oh. Why is the seltzer so damn expensive? Is it harder to make? Is it just because it's a whole fad thing? Is that pretty much it?
I would have to let Nick answer that one.
Nick, will you want to come over and answer that for us? Because I am curious. I don't know why I got to pay $20 for like a 12 pack of seltzer. It's a fad.
Yeah, I think it's a fad thing. I mean, honestly, it's a lot of it is just sugar, water, and yeast.
Sugar, water, and yeast, huh?
Yeah, so
Kool-Aid.
kind of.
Okay.
Not,
you've
not
got-
actual Kool-Aid.
So you've got
no.
carbonated Kool-Aid.
No, you're like table sugar
Yeah.
and water.
Table
And
sugar
there's
and
a-
water.
There's a yeast that ferments really quickly.
But why does that make it more expensive? Because the malt's added in as
Because
what?
people want to drink it. That's what makes it expensive.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
Zimas.
It's demand, really.
The whole
I
Zima
think.
thing. with
Zima
that.
the Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, Zimas. A guy mentioned the other day at the store, and I was trying to figure out which one I wanted. He goes, "Yeah, you remember Zimas?" I said, "Yeah, you got to stick a damn Jolly Rancher in them." He goes, "Yep."
But here's the other thing. Don't forget about the fact that now here in the United States we have over 6,000 breweries, where 3 or 4 years ago we only had like 1,500.
Yeah.
And they're all buying all the ingredients. And now everybody's jumped on the bandwagon to brew seltzers, and now it's so hard to get freaking ingredients for it.
So it makes it
now
harder.
That's what makes it expensive.
Yeah.
Like everybody, all the beer, if you've noticed, has gone up. All the seltzers are going up. And then the liquors.
Well, COVID hasn't helped out any. Because
Well,
No,
okay, so
yeah.
a few years ago, I was looking at yeasts, and it seems like the beer brewers in the U.S. control most of the yeast supply. Why would it benefit them, or why would they have an incentive to sell all of their yeast to all of these other breweries?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Well-
Who's selling their
Well, all of the brewers in the U.S. control most of the yeast. So why would they sell their yeast? I know they sell it to bread makers and bakeries and stuff, but why would they sell it to other brewers that were competing against them?
Well, most breweries will buy a pitch of yeast and then they'll grow
Reuse
it
it.
and reuse it. But there's only so many generations that it can handle, and then they have to get rid of it. So while
Depending on what kind of beer they're making.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it depends on what beer you're making. And,
Okay.
and I know that there are breweries that say, "Hey, can I get a pitch of yeast from you?" And they'll give them some, but it's not really a deal because
And regionally,
I don't want your third generation. I want to get my own pitch and I'll grow it
And regionally, that actually where it changes because certain states, they do share among themselves because they're trying to be self-sustaining. They want to promote everybody else's growing. And if they can't, well,
So be it.
But
Yeah.
Okay.
these strains are different for beer than they are for
The bigger
bread.
the bigger breweries are going to absorb.
Do you think all these microbreweries has actually had a really big effect on these the big beer companies?
Yes,
Major.
absolutely.
Well, a lot of the
Well, it's kind of like the vapes, man.
You know
They've
what?
hurt
So
the big
let me tell you
tobacco.
something, and let me tell you out there, anybody who might be listening, who might not. That's how come you're seeing Bud Light Orange. That's how come you're seeing Bud Light Lime. That's how come you're seeing
All these different flavors.
pumpkin spice
any
Bud
the
Light.
Michelob. Anytime you're seeing the Michelob Cactus with the lime, that is a direct result of competition with local breweries because they're having to come out and compete. They didn't have to do that before, so they're like, holy shit! So they're throwing out there all of these other beers that they didn't offer before.
Now, let me ask you this:
Correct?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of that and the fact that they want a little piece of the market that people are buying.
Well, that's what.
Well,
I'm
of
saying.
course, that's what all of them
Well,
do.
I've seen a lot of the big breweries are buying up the little craft breweries, and then they're turning around and they're distributing the beer as if it was still a craft brew.
So let me tell you something. All the smaller breweries are watching that shit.
But the consumers are ignorant.
Correct.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. That's how come all the bigger breweries are watching that shit and they refuse to sell to microbreweries. So a lot of breweries, not all of them, no. Goose Island, for a matter of fact, is a one to mention. Goose Island was an absolute great microbrewery. And then whenever it was at Anheuser-Busch or
I can't remember. They got bought out. I think it was Anheuser-Busch.
I think it was Anheuser-Busch that bought them. They sold out, and guess what? All the smaller people who are into craft brew, like people like Nick and myself, quit fucking buying them. Fuck you with your microbrewery. We want to
Really?
support local. Yeah, absolutely. People want to support local breweries. We have a ton of local breweries right now opening up in Oklahoma. You want to keep them going and you want to support them. And the moment they sell out to a microbrewery, nobody in Oklahoma is going to go to them.
Yeah. Okay. Is this it, Bob? Right? Is this what you're talking about right here?
Well, that's the brewery. That's the Goose
That's the brewery
Island.
you're talking about?
I was trying to figure out who bought them.
Oh.
Anheuser-Busch did buy them. But there's a little bit more to it than just that. You know, they wanted a piece of that
Have a seat, Nick.
craft
Yes.
beer industry, right?
Have a seat.
So they didn't just come into Goose Island and say, hey, you know, we're going to buy you out and give them a bunch of money and left.
Yeah. Scoot over. Get on that mic, Mike. Come on, man. Get over there.
They said,
You're in.
They basically said, we want you to continue doing what you're doing. We're not going to mess with anything. All we're going to do is provide a way for you to get your grains, get
Yes.
your ingredients a whole lot easier. And then we're going to actually help sell your beer across the United States. We're going to, and it's going to grow so big that, you know, and they said, okay, cool, sweet.
Well, I
Got a
mean, yeah,
bunch
I
of
can see
money,
where an
and-
opportunity
and
like
now
that comes
everybody
in.
tastes, you know, gets the opportunity to have their beer. But
If you were given that opportunity, would you do it
all day long.
all day long? If you had a
Every
beer that was
freaking
doing
day.
really good, you'd go ahead and let it go.
You bet.
Okay. All
You
right.
bet.
Isn't that the end goal sometimes? Isn't that kind of the end goal for some people? Or some
maybe.
people want to keep it in-house and that's it?
Maybe. It all depends on what you're doing. But I mean, you know,
Yeah. Okay. So Goose Island was purchased for $38.8 million in 2011.
yeah, what are they
Damn.
worth today?
Probably a lot more.
Well, you won't know because they're folded in with the.
Right.
Is the actual
Anheuser-Busch.
beer any good? Have you ever had it?
I've had it, yeah.
Pretty good?
Some of it's great, yeah.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, they come out with one called Bourbon County. I can't remember the act. It's a Goose Island bourbon barrel aged beer, and some states don't even get the batch that they make. It's really good.
What is that that one beer company out there? I know they're a bigger company, but they've got I think it's got the Indian lady on it. It's got the really long name. I never can say it. It's a weird name. But they have a beer called Summer Shady.
Summer Shandy. It's
Summer
Line
Shandy.
and Kugel.
Huh?
Lane and Google.
Line and Kugel.
That is like probably besides Marion, that's my second favorite beer. And then I know it's not funny when I say this, Busch Light. But
Everybody likes
love
different beer.
I love that beer. It has got the perfect combination of just a little bit of lemon. It's got a good taste. It's not too stout. It's not too sweet. It's like right in the middle.
It's kind of a great summer shandy, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, they don't even put their own name on their website. They just go by Laney on their website.
Yeah, that's my favorite beer. Now, a guy that I spoke with, they've got their winter beer that comes out, and he said it doesn't sell near as good. He said, but that summer beer sells like crazy.
Well,
Which summer beer?
It depends on where you are.
I can't ever pronounce the name.
If you
the
go
summer
to that brewery,
I love that
It is the
summer
shit.
beer. It
It's
is the
really good.
shit.
That was one of my favorite beers to take out to the lake.
And
Oh,
it's
it's
really
awesome.
refreshing.
And it's only available March through August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
damn,
that's
it's gone?
fine, right? Because nobody wants
Yep.
that shit in the winter.
Brian
I would.
does.
I would.
No, you
I don't care about season, what season it is, what
Well,
beer I drink. It's
for
not a
them to
fucking
mass
cologne.
produce what they're doing, it's not worth it for them.
This is what you need for the winter, Brian. It's
Yeah.
chocolate dunkel.
Nah, I'll pass. I don't even sound good.
I love a dunkel all day.
You like a good dunkel, huh?
I do love a good dunkel.
How big of a dunkel do you like?
You like a big dunkel?
Fucking big. I want it to be like,
Like, oh my God.
Do you like a growler of dunkel?
you take a growler, give a growler.
big dunkel.
Okay, good dunkel.
The girth on a cake.
I almost said that, the girthiness. I almost said it. Oh, where's the one I want to put in there for
All
that
day.
one?
How dare you?
There we go. All right, there we go. Marion didn't get to hear it, so
You know what? Marion's fun.
yeah, Marion's good.
And then the toasted Bach. I bet that's good too.
And now that one, I don't know about that one. I there was another one that it's like I forgot what they call. There's one they sell right after the other one comes in.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that's it. Probably. Yeah, that could make sense. Now, Marion, I asked Nick this a minute ago.
Oh, then you should ask me.
Your kickoff beer.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's the man. I got to ask him.
Killing me, Brian.
You know I love you, man. I'm just messing
Let
with you.
everybody know right now you're fixing to fucking die.
Okay, so your kickoff beer.
Yep.
Right now, let's say like a big corporation came to you and said, Marion, we want to buy your recipe for your beer and we want to mass produce it. No?
No.
You'd say no.
No. What are you asking me?
They want to produce
Just
it.
If I would agree to
Yeah,
that.
let them do it.
Absolutely, I would.
Okay. So you don't think that would upset the community? Know that you sold out to the big dogs?
I would give no fucks if it upset the community. I really wouldn't.
Oh, okay. All right. Got it.
Now,
So you're in for it for the fun and all that, but you have common sense and reality of how that would help your life and how that could, take something on a more global scale.
I would not expect to get rich off of it, but I would expect a little bit of compensation because, for one, if it is a macro brewery doing it
Yeah.
all day. Now, if Core 4, the brewery that you're at, the
Yes,
local brewery,
cool place.
which we fucking love all day.
Yeah, they're great
if they
people.
wanted to keep it on tap all day long
Mhm.
and they wanted to donate portions of the profits
Yeah.
to a charity of my choice,
Yeah.
I
That'd
would
be
agree to
cool.
that too.
Would you
I
do
wouldn't
humans
care.
or animals?
Humans?
Humans. Okay.
Humans.
All right. There's a lot of people do it. I mean, it just not to try to get off subject, but that does crack me up when, like, say, for example, you would have said animals and somebody gets pissed at you. There's plenty of humans out here. You know what? It goes both ways.
I agree.
That's why it's your decision. You pick it. But I've heard people saying, well, I don't know why they do that when there's plenty of people starving. Well, guess what? There's plenty of people trying to help take care of that. There's also people that have this huge heart for animals and feel they need help.
Any idea how many homeless people are giving their food away to animals?
Exactly. They do it all the time. And like, I remember it was a few years back, I saw a video, of course, on YouTube. God, I do watch a lot of YouTube. But they were on YouTube and they took this dog away from this homeless man. I think it was overseas, but they walked up on him. He was screaming and crying, begging for his animal back. And they're like, well, that dog needed proper care. You know what? Fuck you.
Dog needed love.
That dog needed love, and he was healthy looking. He had been already eating, and they destroyed that guy when they took that dog. I got so pissed. We were trying to do the right thing for the dog. Shut up. Dogs are about loves, and they can go dig in a trash can and eat all day long, and they'll be fine.
Dogs are going to survive.
Yeah, dogs are survive. Now,
that's
I
what
couldn't
they're
go eat in a trash can all day
designed
without
to do.
dying eventually.
That is what they're designed to do.
Exactly. They're all about love. Like that old saying is, put your wife and your dog in a trunk, go drive around for a little while for about an hour, open it up, and tell me who still loves you. Your dog still loves you. The wife's ready to kill you.
Absolutely.
That's how that works, right? Am I right?
So no, anyway, so my thing is yeah, it's all about humans first.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I understand that because that's where you are on that. And see, and I'm always kind of torn between stuff like that too. But I have this.
Well, I want everybody.
I can
to be
watch a
taken
human
care of.
die on a show, and I think we're so numb to it that I see it, and it's no big deal.
No, you're
But-
watching acting.
Well, acting, but still, but I can watch an animal die on a show, and it actually kind of chokes me up, even though it's acting. It just something about that whimper because I love animals so much. It messes with me. But I guess I'm just so, you see it on the news, it's constantly around, it never goes away. You get on the news and it's never about happiness. It's all about how so-and-so killed somebody or someone got shot, a drive-by, something. But when you hear an animal dying, it just seems to really affect me.
Well, you know
You
what?
and those
Because
damn
everybody-
headphones.
I know.
Just leave them alone. Put them on, leave them alone.
It is always harder to deal with.
There you
It's
go.
always harder to deal with humans that you know versus, the demons that you know versus the one you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
And anyway, that's how I look at it.
Cool. Bob, what you got going on over there? We got about 4
Why
minutes
would you
and we're
ask
out of
him right
here.
as we're rolling?
All right. I got to
He's
tell
exactly, you said to shut up. Yeah, let's end with Bob. Good idea. Sorry, Junior. Go ahead.
you. So I told you about finally getting my bedroom back.
Yes.
Last Saturday, had a crew of movers that were supposed to show up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah. And
They called me Friday night to confirm. Supposed to be here at 9. They actually said they'd be here at 8:45 just to check everything out, and they'd actually get started at 9. I get up early. I'm getting stuff ready, taking care of everything that I need to take care of. 9 o'clock rolls around. They're not here. Send them a message. No response. Spend the next few hours sending them messages, trying to call them. No message, no answer, no nothing.
This is on you, Brian.
They probably got drunk the night before.
Don't interrupt him.
Well-
Let him roll.
Yeah.
Found another company on Craigslist. Wasn't real sure about them. Called them up and they said, yeah, we can get to you today. We've got a couple of jobs ahead of you, but we'll get there. I was like, okay. 6:30, they call and said, hey, we're heading your way. I was like, cool. They showed up about 7 o'clock on a Saturday night, holiday weekend, after I had just contacted them a few hours before, got everything done. They worked until 10:30 that night and got me all squared away.
That's awesome. Did you give them a tip?
Oh, absolutely.
How much did you tip them?
$20
Half?
a piece.
Oh.
$20 a piece?
Yeah.
Is that half?
How much was the bill?
Just the tip.
A little over $200.
You probably could have given a little more.
Well,
Why are you doing this?
Because Bob
You
always...
said you needed a fucking wrap up. You not only left him with the ending fucking story, which I know for a fact is going to roll past this.
so
No.
I gave $40 on a $200 bill, and that's
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm trying to get you for you getting me about my $2 tip to the pizza man. I'm trying to get him. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another story.
Yeah.
The guy was kind of creepy. He looked like a pedophile.
Okay.
So, anyways,
I
think he stuck his winky
Just
in my
let him
sauce.
be the fucking German Shepherd on your leg. Just let him finish.
okay. He's
Let him
basing
finish.
his tips by how a guy looks. I mean,
The guy
come
was
on.
rude. He was creepy, and he looked like he'd probably stuck his dick in my sauce.
He looked like a German Shepherd facing a fucking calf.
Yeah,
Right.
it was awful.
Stuck his dick in your sauce, but next time.
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
Okay, but the thing is, okay, this is why there's such a problem in the country, because the pretty girls make more tips than the ugly girls at the restaurants.
Yeah. So you said these guys are pretty that you tipped. or
No.
they're not pretty.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay, I'm trying to figure where you're going
You're
with it.
giving a guy a $2 tip because he looks creepy.
Well,
he
just
can't
something
determine
about
it.
him. I'm not the only one. The wife's like, he gives me a weird vibe. So I'm sorry. And he was rude. He was rude. So that on top of his looking creepy and being
I
rude,
worked
you
in
get
a restaurant
$2.
and at a bar. I'm not exactly sure what you're getting at.
That you shouldn't base your tips on what people look like.
Oh, you're absolutely right. But guess what? That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying.
So when you go to the strip club, do you give the girl that's ugly the same tip you give the girl you think's hot?
I do because
No, you don't.
No,
Bob.
you
Shut
don't.
the fuck up. We know you too. Thank you. You are so full of fucking shit, Bobby Joe. I don't even want to hear it. Even Brian called your ass out on that. No. The only way that you gave them fair and equal tips is if the ugly chick shoved her tits in your fucking face.
Face. Effing face. Fucking face.
well, she was working harder,
She's trying to make that money.
so
All right, we're going to end it right there. Marion, thank you very much for showing up. Nick, thank you for coming out and joining us also.
and we hope your relationship is stronger for this experience.
Yeah, it's not.
Hey, right now, be sure and click on the like button. Please click that like button. Also, subscribe. I want to say hello to everybody out there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our other guys, D-Live. Everybody take care. We'll see you next Friday. Bob, bye.
Thanks for stopping by for a drink. I hope you enjoyed hanging out. Next time, invite some friends. Like and subscribe so you won't miss out the next time we are at the bar.
What's up? That felt pretty good, right?
That was great.